To the body, followed by the trump there.
Friend to my Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy fools what they playing. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. Especially when the Hotep motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We got to start it off right. We got to start it off hype. We got some music to play. Shout out to my man, Big shout out to my man Killer Mike with his new single. Check it out. Check it out. Here we go. Here we go.
They broke ass shit. I never beefed about a hoe, cause that's some hoe ass shit. I'm never lacking, never catch me with a broke ass bitch. They call me Glock, and I keep one, you should know that shit. I got this other nigga bitch trying to throw my dick. I took a look in the mirror and said, stay on your shit. I took a look in the mirror and said, stay on your grind. I be ballin' on these fuck niggas all the time. Can't chase a bitch, cause I'm chasing dollar signs. Got 12 whips and all 12 them bitches mine. Got 12 whips and ain't none of them bitches lease. I'm sipping Texas, rest in peace to Pimp C. This why you player haters who be talking this shit. Dedicated to you pussy niggas, bitches with you. Dr. Chapman, Mr. You still a nigga, and you a nigga. Acting like you gon' be master mistress. Bad mouthing on a black man at your bed wishing. And I don't know what you think this is, but this pimpin'. You gon' respect me like the Democrats, you big Clinton. You gon' respect me like a motherfucking Grammy winner. Like I cooked your favorite rapper like a granny dinner. I've been looked at, I've been followed, I've been suspected. Used and abused, I've been accused, bitch, I've been arrested. And if a nigga knows some secrets, I ain't telling. I finally get it, all my haters, they was just jealous. They wrote their papers, gave their speeches, no one gave a fuck. I walk in a room and smile and applause erupts. Oh, fuck you fucking pussy, fuck you, I would hate me too. Cause you ain't never seen a nigga do the shit I do. They take that street shit and that scholarship and run them all. I'm in attendance at the players and the mayor's ball. Mike Ball.
Is that Project Pat? Oh, let's get it.
A pole man is never heard. That's Ecclesiastes. Money flipping around here, kinda like gymnastics. Some of y'all talking sassy, need some clean underwear. Your opinion doesn't matter. Don't eat your burger fur. Why you smile, you see a glare. Talking all that rude from dirt to diamonds. You see me shining, this ain't voodoo. Driving haters cool. You can get a blessing too. If you ain't hopping on this money train, ain't stressing you. Money flipper, flashing like the Big Dipper. My dog country keep on the chamber on the hip-hop. Big pipper, red bottom, I never slip off. Louis on my face and waist, a big dripper.
Man, I heard that today. I was like, that shit go hard, man. That shit go hard. If you don't know about Killer Mike, man, these young kids out here today, they don't know about Killer Mike. They don't know about the Dungeon Family, right? They listen to that bullshit that Unc be listening to. What the fuck Unc be listening to? Lil Baby Tron or something like that. What's it called? What he be listening to? Some dude named, what is that? What his name is? Lil Baby Tron or something. Like, he listen to shit like that, like this, that right there. And what was Dave Blunt's, the 1,000-pound rapper that he was looking at yesterday? Excuse me, guys. Oh man, there we go. There we go. Like I said, yo. Anyway, happy Monday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Excuse me. Share this stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. So we got the Democrats. They is in panic mode, guys. They is in panic mode. They scared Donnie T gonna come after them the minute he get in office. They scared. They shaking in their boots. They should have wore their brown pants. All of the above, man. All of the above. They're afraid, yo. They're afraid, yo. They're afraid. But before we get into this, we going one more. We going one more. Just so y'all know who Killer Mike is. He won half of Run the Jewels. We gonna go. The Grammy Award winner, Killer Mike. We gonna dive back in. We gonna dive back in. Let's check it out. Check this out. This one of them theme musics to drive by. What y'all know about Killer Mike? What y'all know about the Dungeon Family? Somebody tell me what y'all know.
Excusez-moi, bitches. I live from the last of the gas, my twisted. No sleep for the bitches.
One of the last of the realest MCs out here.
I'm a nut punch wizard. Speed bag and ball. We got one ambition. We up and fuck to the month don't miss.
Big black fella with a 4/5 in the backpack fella. I rumble, don't stumble, young fella. Got a stinger in the 69 bomber, be yelling me. I mean, Stoner, big titty bank teller. Had my wife here with her, so I hate her, can't tell her. President Sweet got a fuck boy jealous. I'm the Nelson Mandela of Atlanta, don't tell her.
Hey, I'm a goddamn savage, eat with no hands.
Y'all know nothing about this. These young kids out here today don't know about this.
Show up and
This real hip hop right here, huh? It's real hip hop.
Any asshole wanna talk about shit. Quit playing pussy or the crystal will pop off and get your whole face pushed back and knocked off.
Ain't no chillin' in the land of the village.
Fucked up and paid us dangerous.
I hear that, yo, sir. Straight up.
With paper. Poor folk lovers, the rich hate our faces. Talk too loud.
What's up, Sauce?
Remain in our places. Smoke by the acre. A brain is
We got Jack Reeves in the building.
My brain is vapor.
B's Basic Bites in the building.
The lap is up now. Time to cry later.
We got Montoya in the building. We got Ricky Temple in the building.
Yeah, you should mind your business. You can't call
We got Charm City J in the building. What's the deal?
Paraplegic. You don't run shit. Fuck you eat.
Ozzy Wallace, what's up?
Thank you, style.
We got Quack 781 in the building. We got Justine in the building. What's the deal?
Seems a little aggressive.
Oompa Loompas.
We got Declassified FBI in the building. We got the Franklin Beverly Institute in the building right
I'm
now.
a stranger passing the seat up on cruise. I don't get the hoopla. The world got rules, they say. That's the rumor. But I'm lying, it's the rumor. They ain't even trying to buy it. We trying to buy it. We got dying.
Rashu, what's up? Salute.
1, 2, 1, 2. I done read books by Sun Tzu. Learn from beautiful women who roll my joints to. The opposite of humble and my swag on
Like this
top.
right here, this is what Uncle be playing, right? Uncle playing that weird shit.
Hurry up, we got liquor to run through. Bells to inhale, lies to not tell.
Ain't shit think he run New York with his playlist. I got the realest playlist out there. My playlist make you want to do the Trump dance. Straight up.
No chillin' in the land of the
Oh man. That's enough of that. You know, YouTube gonna get me for that. They gonna get me. They gonna get me. Oh man. Gotta get some Pharaoh Monk. Pharaoh Monk go, yo. Pharaoh Monk go hard, yo. Straight up. See, people be thinking they think I'm young. They think I'm like in my 20s. I'm like, I'm 40 years old. I don't see what y'all see. I'm a 40-year-old man. I feel like I grew up in the golden age of hip hop. That's just me. That's just me, you know? But, you know, I digress. Anyway, let's get to it, guys. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend out here. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend, man. Friday night was lit. If you missed the stream, I was able to stream all of the Tyson fight. It took a little finessing. It took a little finessing. As soon as we got on, right? So I had it running on. I just had it running on YouTube. So I had the vertical YouTube stream, and I had the vertical YouTube stream. I had the regular YouTube stream, and I had Kick. And like in the first 5 minutes, YouTube snatched down the horizontal stream, the full aspect ratio, right? But for some reason, they didn't do nothing with the vertical the vertical stream. So I kept rocking with it. Then probably shortly after that, Kick was like, nah. Not only did Kick stop it, they suspended me for 24 hours for showing the stream on Kick. So then we cut to we made a Rumble stream. Rumble stayed 10 toes down. Like they always do. They stayed 10 toes down, and they let me run that whole stream. So we was running between YouTube vertical and we was running in Rumble. So on YouTube vertical, I had to keep finessing the video. So I had to keep taking it down, putting it up, taking it down, talking over, putting it up to stay on YouTube. You know what I mean? But it worked. It worked. And then once we got the Tyson fight, once Tyson's fight came up, we went straight to Rumble for the Rumble exclusive, man. So we had a fantastic Friday. Man. Oh my gosh. The fight of the night was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. That was the fight of the night. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano was the fight of the night. They was guffing. They was scrapping. They was throwing them hands. Some would say they was throwing them foreheads too. Because Amanda Serrano's, she had a second eye over that motherfucker. I was like, damn. She opened her shit up. Now, everybody was saying that, Katie Taylor, she was cheating and that she do that shit all the time where she make it look like an accident, but she do some shit like that. I don't know. All I know is that she still proceeded to get her ass whooped, in my opinion. Proceeded to get her ass whooped by Amanda Serrano. And somehow Amanda Serrano still lost. I don't even understand that. But nonetheless, it was a great fight, man. They was throwing them hands, boy. That was the fight of the night. Now, here comes the Tyson fight. Tyson come up, he fighting, he legitimately looked like a shell of his former self. I felt bad for him, but at the same time, I was proud that he went up there and he went to 8 rounds. You got a lot of people that think that that Mike might have pulled back and was playing lame. They said Mike might have been playing lame. That he was out there just to get the bag, and that the contract said that he couldn't really put hands all the way on Jake Paul. I don't know. All I know is at the end of the day, Mike Tyson was the champion. Mike Tyson was the champion. You know why Mike Tyson was the champion, people? Y'all know why Mike Tyson was the champion? Let me tell you why. Because he got that bag. He got that $20 million, man. I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? He got 20 mil. Go for that, Mike. Go for that. You know what I mean? So shout out to him getting that money. You had Goldstein and you had Jonas saying it was a humiliation ritual, which, it could have very well been. They had my man all his ass cheeks out. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were trying to do a little skit in the middle of everything or what, or if that was really what happened. Like that was a legit straight shoot. That's what happened. I was like, yo, this shit was just wild to me. It was wild to me. Maybe Mike about to get a full bag. Maybe Mike about to be a commentator for the WWE for the World Boxing Federation or for UFC or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But that shit was wild, man. That shit was wild. But I gotta give it to Jake Paul. Not the fact that, you know, I said he was a legit fighter. I think he's a legit boxer. He just ain't fought nobody challenging. And the person that he did fight, he lost to. I want to see him fight another legit fighter in the heavyweight division. Give him Tyson Fury. Let's see Jake Paul fight Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I would say one of the Klitschko brothers, but they over there fighting for their life in Ukraine. You know, give him a legit heavyweight bout. Now see how he really do. You know what I mean? But the fact that Jake Paul out here giving people the bag, you know what I mean? Just essentially an exhibition match. You're getting 20 million, 10 million, 8 million, whatever he's paying you for an exhibition match for the most part. You know what I mean? Just for one night. Like that's fantastic. You know, so salute to Jake Paul for giving his friends the bag. I'm gonna just say giving his friends the bag because I don't know if he really just picking people at random. I'm assuming he not. I'm assuming everybody's in on it. Like, yo, you want to get a real quick bag? You want to make a quick 4 mil, 5 mil? You want to make a quick 20 mil, Mike? Look, let's put this show on. That's what I noticed. You know. Saul said everybody act like Jake did something. He fought nothing but old niggas. He fought nothing but old niggas. I mean, you got a point. You know what I mean? But, you know, I want to see him fight a legit fighter. And then he can solidify his name. I think he's I think he's a good boxer. I do think he's a good boxer. But let's see him fight somebody, you know, his age or who's still currently a threat in the boxing world as far as the heavyweight's concerned. You know, I heard Jake was going to challenge Muhammad Ali. Keisha Bryan said she fell asleep in the 8th round. She was so tired. She said, I can't even, it's in the last round. I don't even care no more. I'm going to sleep. I hear that. Yosef said it was a boxer that said he was offered millions to fight for that organization and he called it Hollywood and turned it down. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know, but I thought it was fun. It was a great distraction from, you know, the goings on around the world. Netflix need to go ahead and do something about their servers. If they're going to do like pay-per-view type stuff like that, live events like that, they're going to have to shore up them servers, man, because people were pissed. The site crashed. People was buffering all over the place. Buffering all over the place. Now, I was one of the lucky ones to not buffer. I think it's probably because I started streaming at like 7:30. I started streaming at 7:30 and I kept it pushing. And I was able to get through the whole thing. You're Canelo Alvarez challenge Jake. Okay. All right. We're going to see what happens. Jake pulled that Mayweather finesse on people. That is crazy. Netflix is trying to do a lot of stuff. They streaming WrestleMania. Netflix is going to start streaming NFL football. Netflix is trying to get in on that action like Amazon's doing. I mean, I don't blame them. You gotta stay competitive, right? You gotta stay competitive. You still gotta keep going. You know, you gotta keep up with the Joneses. In other words, you gotta keep up with the Bezoses. You gotta keep up with them Bezoses. Let me see something. All right. right, there we go. Anyway, so, oh man. So check it, right? The left is reeling right now. The left, the Democrats are reeling right now. They're in full panic mode. They're in full damage control right now because they think that once Donnie T gets sworn in, he is coming for them. They're afraid of the Trump retribution. They are afraid. This is how bad it is. They're so afraid of Trump retribution, right? They're so afraid of Trump's retribution that they're trying to start a shadow government. And they legitimately use the term shadow government to describe what they're going to try to do to subvert Donnie T and challenge him every step of the way. And they want your boy Adam Schiff to run it, boy. Oh my gosh. Boy, hold on, let me see. Excuse me. So we're going to check this video, right? It's 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So I want y'all to see this. This is wild. This was, just look at it, man. This is wild. Check this shit out. It says Democrat Congressman Wiley Nickel is openly discussing creating a shadow government to undermine Donald Trump. Check this out.
If Trump attempts to weaponize the justice system against his political opponents with Matt Gaetz at the helm, we could see incoming Senator Adam Schiff as our shadow attorney general, arguing against replacing our independent prosecutors with Trump loyalists. If Trump seeks to eliminate the Department of Education, Congresswoman Johanna Hayes, a former Teacher of the Year, could step up as shadow education secretary.
Do you hear them using the term shadow? Do you see? Do you see his little board up there? It says shadow cabinet.
To loudly defend
can't
public
make this
education
up.
in the United States. If Trump orders Marco Rubio to hand Ukraine and much of Eastern Europe to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Congressman Greg Meeks, as Shadow Secretary of State, could be a strong voice in support of maintaining international relationships and protecting democracy at home and abroad. Senator Michael Bennet as Shadow Treasury Secretary and Congresswoman Susan DelBene as Shadow Commerce Secretary could help ensure the middle class and small businesses have a voice in government and call out Trump's proposed tax cuts for billionaires and corporations. As Shadow Defense Secretary, Congressman Adam Smith, a great representative for the people of Washington and not a Fox News host, could counter Trump's threat to use military force against his political opponents.
Shadow oppose Trump against using the military against his political opponents. The last I checked, the Democrats were the ones that were threatening to lock you up if you didn't get that experimental medicine put in your arm. I mean, last I checked. Am I wrong? The last I checked, that was the Democrats doing that nonsense. I'm just acting up like this. There we go. Last I checked, they were the ones that wanted to be authoritarian. Telling you couldn't have a life if you didn't take that experimental medicine. They were calling for concentration camps for us, if I'm not mistaken. Shadow's code for dead because we are coming. I heard something about a martial law event with curfews and National Guard and private military is supposed to be going at it while these private military groups go after certain people. I gotta find that chapter in Behold a Pale Horse. There's a chapter that talks about that actually, which is very interesting. That this shit is happening the way it's happening. Straight treason, yo. It's straight up treason. 1,000%. 1,000%. You're actively going against the president. It's like a mutiny. It's a legit mutiny. Kind of like we did to Joe Nicholslick.
And work to ensure that the Department of Defense stays loyal to the Constitution and not some wannabe dictator. And Senator Tammy Duckworth could argue against cuts to the Department of Veterans Affairs that would delay the benefits and care our service members have so rightly earned. If Trump hands over the EPA to big oil ally Lee Zeldin, we could see Congresswoman Kathy Castor pushing back for environmental protection and conservation to protect the air we breathe and the water we drink. And if Trump pushes to ban abortion nationwide, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro could step in as Shadow Secretary of Health and Human Services to defend women's right to choose and argue against the gutting of Medicare by Trump and his cronies. Mr. Speaker, new times require new solutions. The shadow cabinet isn't just about opposing extreme MAGA attacks on our government. It's also about making clear what we stand for, not just what we're against.
You know what? See, this is the funny part, right? See, they want to sell the American citizens that, the minute Trump gets in office, come on with this shit, Siri. Not you.
On the web for what is the American citizen?
Here we go. See, that's the wiretap. Anyway. The media wants to sell you that Donnie T, the minute he gets in office, he wants to subvert the Constitution and he wants to become a dictator day one. Right? All right. That's what they want you to believe. This is the fear they're trying to sell American citizens. They want you to believe that he's going to come after abortions when he already said that he already agrees with the exceptions. Not only that, the Supreme Court just gave it to the states. That's not even his responsibility anymore. That's a state thing. That's not even Donald Trump's. That's not even the responsibility of the president anymore. This whole point of it. Give it back to the states and don't let the federal government have their hand in it. They want you to believe that he's going to come in here and he's going to come in here and it's going to be just a dystopian nightmare is what they want you to believe. Also, they can sell you on this whole quote unquote shadow government. Now, they want you to also believe that he's going to come after them and try to imprison and lock up his political adversaries. You mean like y'all tried to do since 2016? Like what y'all tried to do with the Russia collusion hoax. Like what y'all tried to do with the impeachment over the Ukraine situation. Like what y'all, or the Ukraine phone call. Like y'all tried to do with January 6th. You talking about that, Democrats? See, what they'll do is they'll do the very thing that they're accusing you of. They're accusing you of. And that's what they're trying to do with Donnie T. He already said this in the debate. When they asked him the question, if he's going to go after his political adversaries if he gets in office, he said, my success will be my retribution. One of the greatest answers that you can give. My success will be my retribution. He didn't say, yep. He said, my success will be my retribution. You know what I say to that? Lock them all up. Lock them all up. What they're doing is treason. And they're openly promoting it. Now I start with this. I start with the dude up here in the thing right now. The dude up here at the lectern. I start with him. I start with get Adam Schiff out of there. Get Chuck Schumer out of there. Lock them up. Because they didn't have a problem doing it to you. They didn't have a problem giving you 34 counts of some nonsense. They didn't have a problem trying to bankrupt you with crazy civil suits. Slandering and smearing your name and dragging you through the mud. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. Bill Cooper been told us. The way you get rid of an adversary whose voice is too big is you gotta assassinate their character, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do, and that's what they've been trying to do since he came down the escalator. It couldn't be me. I couldn't be the president-elect because they all going down. They're all going down. You drug my family, put my family through this shit. Y'all went through my wife. Y'all went through my wife's dresser drawer. Then y'all planted, quote unquote, evidence in Mar-a-Lago to make it seem like I had classified documents when I didn't? When you knew what I had and all you had to do was call my lawyers? But you want to make a spectacle of me and my family. Donnie T too nice, yo. Donnie T too nice. He said it during the first time he was in office. Why didn't you lock Hillary up? It'd have been bad for the U.S. if I did that. That's what he said. You know why? Because he has a heart. Despite what they want to tell you. He ain't petty like that. He don't want to be petty like that. Shit. Y'all put me through that bullshit. I'm being as petty can get. I'm being as petty can get. And you need to lock them all up. Like I said, you need to start with Adam Schiff. Then I would go after Nancy Pelosi for insider trading. Because let's face it, that's what she's doing. Go. And then go right to the media. Mika Brzezinski, I don't care if y'all went to try to get out ahead of this stuff. Y'all went to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump. Oh yeah, we met with President Trump and you know, we were talking. We figured, you know, the best way to, you know, is to have a diet. No, fuck that. Because for the last 4 years, y'all called him Hitler. Y'all called him a tyrant. Y'all called him a threat to democracy. He almost got his fucking head blown off over that. Off of your rhetoric. Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. Matter of fact, I would reopen the investigation of Joe Scarborough and that girl that got unalived in his company. I'd have been like, y'all think y'all can do this to me? Okay, all right. I'm serious, yo. Like I said, F that. Lock their asses up. All of them. Now, like I said, Trump said, he said it on Dr. Phil when he got interviewed there, and he said it in the debate. He said, my success will be my retribution. I don't need to go after them. My success and the success of the United States would be my retribution. That's what he said. He's not even worried about them. But see, the news wants you to think they are. They'll think that he is. Oh, once he gets in office, this is going to happen. They're all shaking in their boots. They're all shaking in their boots apparently now. Anybody notice that all that threat to democracy and all that fucking noise just stopped? All of that noise just stopped. Wonder why. I wonder why. Now they all want to be hands across America. Like Max B, let me know when we ready to ride. Donnie T said the head of the SEC, Gary, is out of there on his first day in office, and that's good for crypto. Who, Gary Gensler? Oh yeah, they all going to be quiet. They're all going to try to do the same thing that Mika and Joe Scarborough are doing. You see that CNN, I think they just got rid of Anderson Cooper. I think Rachel Maddow might be on the bubble. Joy Reid might be on the bubble. They're going to change their team. Because they don't want the wrath of Donald Trump to come down on them. But that's what they want you to believe. So now you got dummies like this right here you see on your screen below you talking about creating a shadow government to undermine Donald Trump at every step of the way. I know, right, Justine? That's what he said. That's what he said. But listen. Nah. Nope. You put my family through all of this. Obama weaponized the IRS against his political adversaries. People don't know that. Who y'all think was behind? It wasn't just Hillary behind that Russia collusion nonsense. You don't think that that Barry O was behind it too? He knew that they were spying on Trump Tower. Who y'all think they was trying to cover with the whole collusion hoax? Who you think who asked they was trying to cover? I say you go after all of them. You go after all of them. You came after my family. You came after me. You lied on me. You tried to bankrupt me. You tried to kill me twice. But no foreign actors doing that. Oh, they were acting on behalf of Iran. No, they wasn't. No, they were not. You know who they was acting on behalf of, guys? Y'all know who they was acting on behalf of? The shadow government. They still trying to keep control, Mike. They still trying to keep control. I asked the question a long time ago. Kamala ain't running the White House, and neither is Nickel Slick. Who's running stuff? Who's running stuff? Who's running stuff? I got an idea. Yeah, yo. No, yeah. Like, I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. Nope. All y'all under investigation. Maxine Waters, you and your husband going down too for insider trading. But they on that same type of time Pelosi on. Who was at them Diddy parties? I'm releasing Epstein lists. I'm doing all of it. I'm scorching earth on my way out. They're gonna make this next 4 years a living hell for him. Not to mention, I guarantee there'll be another attempt on his life or two. You know what I mean? Like, it's a given. It's a given. Metal Gear Solid told you that there was a shadow government back in 01. Stay woke, y'all. Right. Exactly. Was a snake eater? Was that what it was? Big Boss had to take the she had to take the fall for her country. It's wild to me. It's wild to me. But then they want you to, that's like you getting jumped, right? You getting jumped by a couple of people and you get your ass whooped and then you come back with your brothers. And now all of a sudden, let it go, yo. You got just let it go. Nah, nigga, y'all just jumped me. Nah, I'm getting that back. I'm getting that back. Now all of a sudden you want to call a truce. You've been bullying me all this time, and now I done punch you in the face, and now all of a sudden now you want to call a truce. Now you the victim. Like, y'all see how they do it? Now you the victim. Right, exactly. You got to catch that fade, yo. No, that's not how this works. But Trump trying to be the bigger man. Trump trying to be the bigger man. I really do think y'all got Dr. Phil to thank for that. The left. I think y'all got Dr. Phil to thank for that. Because I think Trump was ready to scorch earth, and Dr. Phil was like, "Yo, be the bigger man," and that's what happened. This country is damn near unrecognizable. Our military is on the verge of being a joke. They got to be inclusive and all this other nonsense. We got generals that are furries and trans women. Are we really serious right now? Are we really serious right now? Y'all don't want to abolish the what's the word? I can't even think of it right now. I'm so pissed off at all this nonsense. Department of Education, but y'all cool with them teaching kids in the first grade and in kindergarten. Touch yourself. It feels good. My daughter came to me was yesterday. Yeah, Dad. So we was in English class and they was teaching us about adultery. I'm like, what? Asking kids, would you if your spouse cheated on you, would you cheat back? They're fucking 14 and 15 and 16-year-olds. Why are you even asking them those questions? This is public school. My daughter goes to an artsy public school. They let kids be furries and have litter boxes and wear tails and ears and shit. And they want to acknowledge that nonsense, that debauchery. They want to acknowledge that. But kids can't bring Bibles to school. She said a kid wore a Trump hat to school and he got assaulted and got in trouble. He got assaulted for wearing a Trump hat and he was the one that got in trouble, saying that the hat was threatening and intimidating. Is what they said. Trump, when the kid wore a MAGA hat to school and he got assaulted and he gets in trouble for him getting assaulted. This is where we're at, and we need to correct course. We need to correct course. I'm tired of going to the fucking grocery store and I'm sitting there pinching pennies trying to figure, okay, all right, what I need to get from, I can't even, it's crazy. If I buy food for the week, it's going to cost me $300 for the week. $300. No, she goes to public school. I guess it's like a school for the arts, but it's a public school. It's nuts. We tired of it. And the people spoke on November 5th. People that normally wouldn't even vote for Donald Trump, or who wouldn't even normally give it a second thought, that's been mindlessly voting Democrat for decades, turned around and hit that button for Donnie T. Hit that button for Donnie T. You know why? Because their pockets, right? And I said this. I said, yo, people don't got to be politically astute to understand economics. A lot of people were one issue voters this time around. They don't care. Like they like Robo. Nobody cares about who cares. That's a first world problem. I gotta afford food for my kids. I gotta put gas in my car so I can go afford food for my kids. Nobody cares about Roe versus Wade. I don't care about the right for people to have sex changes in prison. I gotta make my mortgage. They didn't care about all that identity politics. Do you know what they cared about? The economy and the border. That's what people voted on. Oh shit. No tax on tips. He got my vote. No tax on overtime. Oh, he got my vote. That's all it took. Democrats too stupid to realize that identity politics stuff don't work when people hungry. Yeah, they're forcing adult issues and mental issues upon the children. Yeah, children should be focusing on reading, writing, and arithmetic or mathematics. Yeah. You know what we had when I was in high school? Christian Athletes Club. We had a Christian Athletes Club, and that's what it was called. They would meet around the flagpole and they would say prayer before going into school and all that other stuff. Now they having a heart attack because Oklahoma is putting Bibles back in school. We have to have separation of church and state. First off, they don't understand how separation of church and state work. You can't have a one state religion. That's what separation of church and state mean. Here in America, you can be a Muslim, you can be a Hindu, you can be a Christian, you can be a Mormon. They don't force you to subscribe to a one religion. That's what separation of church and state is. You want to you want to take Bibles away from Christians in school, but we got to go. We get to celebrate Yom Kippur. You make us celebrate Yom Kippur. That's a Jewish holiday. Facts. The church can't be the government either. Right. Exactly. But it don't mean, telling kids that's the only thing. Christians are the only ones that's under attack for the most part. My daughter went to elementary school, and when she was in elementary school, they had to disguise Bible club as the Good News Club. That's what they had to call it to get around having Bible study in school. I keep seeing tweets pop up on my feed about how Oklahoma is stupid, being second to last in education statistics and whatnot. All Dem accounts, of course. Motherfuckers beefing over the jab on my timeline because one dude was like, what'd he say? Why should babies have really? Yeah, we need to know that though. Like, why are kids getting babies? They hours old getting hepatitis. Like that's a stripper's disease. Hepatitis is a stripper's disease, but they giving a shot to kids fresh out. But people mad because people are starting to get hip to it and being like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be giving my kids all these vaccines. People against school choice because Donald Trump proposed school choice, which is ridiculous. Like, if you want your kid not to go to a public school, if you want your kid to not go to a public school, then school choice is for you. He giving $10,000 grants to people who want to homeschool their kids yearly. This is from Trump. You want to homeschool your kid? Cool. We're going to help you facilitate that. And people reeing all over the place because it was Donald Trump's proposal. It was Donald Trump's proposal. Like, if you want to send your kid to a nice private school, and that private school is $10,000 a year, and the government's like, okay, well, here's 7 of the $10,000 that you got to come up with every year. That's a hell of a head start, right? Oh, damn. Okay, well, I can make the other 3 work. Like, I really heard people argue against school choice, but then turn around and argue about the school systems in there here in Baltimore. Rockefeller took over the pharma industry, employing motherfuckers to push his platform-based, a petroleum-based medicine. Yeah. Your daughter went to public school when she was 7 and 8. You had to run up in the classroom on a teacher. Damn, for real? What happened? See? That's wild. You see the dude that choked. You see the dude that choked the social worker out. That wouldn't be a bad idea, there, Mike. That would not be a bad. If you can maintain a best, that's scholarship right there. School should be free, even college. You know who school's free for? You know who college is free for? The illegals. Is free for the illegals. I remember I heard that story out there in New Jersey, in Camden. They were giving free community college to illegals, but nothing for the American citizens that live in Camden, who are predominantly black. You just ain't get shit. They put a disclaimer on my joint already? Of course they did. Of course they did. College is free in Israel too. Thank goodness our tax dollars are going to good use. Man. But they're afraid of Donald Trump. This country going to hell in a handbasket, but they're afraid of Donald Trump. He's going to get in here and day one he's going to do. I was like, yo, he was already the president of the United States before. None of that happened. Tariffs. He's going to kill us with tariffs. He had tariffs in his first 4 years. Joe Nickelslip kept the tariffs that Donald Trump put in place. Nothing happened. You'll let Hillary Clinton, she can contest an election. Hell, she can make up a whole lie, a whole smear campaign with campaign funds, by the way, to try to circumvent and subvert an election, and she just gets to walk off into the sunset. Donald Trump go to the courts to rectify what we all know and what everybody knows now is the great Shanghai of 2020. How Time Magazine told us that. I showed y'all that. He go to the courts to challenge it. Oh my God, he's a threat to democracy. He's a threat to democracy. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Look at this. Look at this. I know my people probably tired of seeing this guy there going clip, but this is from Time Magazine. Right after the inauguration. The secret history of what? There's that word again. The shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. Here we go again with that word, shadow. There's your word right there. There's your sign. They told us. They told us they were going to do it. They told us they did it after they got what they wanted. There's 2 puppets in the White House. And the article, I encourage you guys to go look at it. The article goes on to say how big tech and big government conspired against Donnie T to help, quote unquote, fortify the election. This is crazy. You know what, Democrats, Republicans, another thing y'all need to do. I'm gonna keep that on the screen. Another thing y'all need to do, because if the Democrats get in office, you know what they're going to do? Get rid of the filibuster. If the Democrats got control of the House and the Senate, they would get rid of the filibuster. It's time to take the gloves off. It's time to take the gloves off. It's time to put them on their heels. We got one from Rumble. Not just schools for free, but illegals get everything, including rent and food and healthcare. Also, lots of other nations. I guess that we give to millions to do too. Yeah, we give millions to, like, I think we still give money to like Afghan soldiers or something like that, or terrorist soldiers. We still give money every month to terrorist soldiers. That's wild to me. Your own American citizens can't eat. They can't afford their bills. Kids starving. Kids not getting good education, but you wanna do everything for everybody else, like a good stepdaddy. You ever notice that stepdaddies be shitty fathers to they regular kids, but when they get them stepkids, they the best father in the world to them stepkids. Exactly. Yeah, let's see if they want to get rid of that filibuster now. It's time to take the gloves off. 1,000%. We all know that. We all know that. Yeah, see if they want to get rid of that filibuster now. And you know what? The fact that Donnie T is getting back in the White House should strike fear into all of them. It should. It should strike fear into all of them. And I really do hope he go after them. I do. I hope he's sitting there like, oh, y'all thought I was joking? Oh, y'all not getting away with this shit that easily. Y'all not getting rid of that away with that shit that easily. Nope. We not doing that. Nope. But he said his success gonna be his retribution. That's what came out of his mouth. But the news, they're gonna gaslight you, and you shouldn't feel sorry for none of them. He's gonna go after his political adversaries. They deserve it. They deserve it. Don't let some news outlet come to me and ask me what I think. I'm like, yeah, they deserve that shit. That's the first thing gonna come out of my mouth. Why do you I'm like, because they did it to him for how many years? They tried to kill him. I want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to just think of that. Just think about that. They tried to kill him. They tried to unalive him. They tried to take his head off with one of these bad boys. Okay? They tried to take his head off with one of these bad boys. Okay? I don't know. I'm playing with a box of fucking 300 blackout. I forgot, but I don't even know why I was out. That's how dirty they got. And I'm not supposed to come after you? Nah, the minute that bullet zipped past my ear, all bets would have been off. You need to go up like Kanye went after the chosen people. Boy. He's got 2 years until midterms. Needs to go full bore forward. Yeah, I agree. At least get the gas. Yeah, at least get that gas cheap and get that border under control. Now they're worried about, oh my God, the migrants. He's going to do a mass deportation with the migrants. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? If they want us to believe that Nichols, Slick, and Harris was running the damn White House, whose fault is that, y'all? Whose fault is that? It ain't his fault. Because while he was in office, the border crossings was at an all-time low. He made 500 miles of border wall functional with the little shoestring budget they gave him. What happened? For 4 years or 3.5 years, they let all them people come over here unfettered, unchecked, and just pouring into the country. They created the border problem. They created the migrant problem. They created the sanctuary city issue. They was flying illegals to middle America in the middle of the night for free. How you think all of them Venezuelan migrants got to Colorado? They ain't catch an Uber. Uncle Sam did that. So when Trump say he got to do mass deportations, do what you got to do, big homie. Do what you got to do. You got to look out for Americans first. Google sucks. I got you with that. Do what you got to do. Anyway, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, let people know we live, guys. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome. Trump is building a younger, vibrant government for the people. Yeah, and he should. He should be. And to me, it looked like he's reaching across the aisles. To me, it looked like he's reaching across the aisles. Tulsi Gabbard, she was a Democrat. Lifelong Democrat. She walked away. RFK, lifelong Democrat, walked away. Vivek said he voted for Obama twice. Walked away. Who knows how many countless other civilians just walked away. And the funny part is they don't support the Republican Party. They support the MAGA movement. MAGA, the third party. That's the legit third party. Y'all really think that after Donnie T, we're going to have another movement like this again? No. That's what I'm telling y'all. Get y'all money up while y'all can. You got 4 years to get your cash up and get good before they try to take their claim back as far as the country's concerned. Try to get that Build Back Better, that great reset bullshit going on. Get your money up. It's telling y'all. Telling you guys, it's crazy. He need to lock everybody up. All of them. All of them. I don't know how true it is with him trying to, offering to pay Kamala Harris debt off, but that'd be kind of dope. That'd be kind of dope that he do that. I mean, I think that's a good. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's everyone's like, oh, this is so unorthodox. Sometimes you need a little unorthodoxy. You know what I mean? Yeah, get your assets and your money up, because after Donnie T, all hell's gonna break loose. Yeah, be ready, y'all. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Even if I don't move to Oklahoma, I'm gonna buy land somewhere. So if shit do hit, I can get there and I can just be there. And I'd rather be in a place like Oklahoma, because Oklahoma fucking understood the assignment. I don't think one district went to a Democrat in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma went straight red, period, full stop. They need to vote for the safeguard court packing. That's another thing they're afraid of. They're afraid that Donnie T might get to pick the next Supreme Court justice after Sotomayor steps down or retires. Yeah, Oklahoma, deep red. Yo, it was not one Democratic district won. Well, Democrat ain't win one district in Oklahoma. That shit was straight red. I'm dead serious. If I was Trump, I'm coming in here. First off, Donnie T, you gotta get your security up. You gotta get your security up. But I'm coming in here scorching earth. No, release them Epstein files. Release them Diddy tapes. Release the JFK files. Release the Martin Luther King files. This is what your government did for decades to their political opponents. And this is who your government used to blackmail powerful individuals so they can keep a fucking foothold on the world. I'm coming out with everything. I'm gonna show you the aliens in the basement at Area 51. So it says Texas was almost red, but you know all big cities had that blue seep through. Yeah. Lifetime independent voter here for Trump. I hear that. Since Bernie got burned by Hillary in 2016. Yeah. Yep. We got to save our democracy. But you guys keep circumventing your quote unquote democracy. Bernie Sanders was whooping Hillary ass. He was whooping Hillary ass. And what they do? Sit down, old man. We don't want you. Shut up. And they gave the nomination to Hillary. But y'all let them do it again this year. Y'all understand Kamala ran Hillary's whole 2016 playbook on Trump policies. She ran all of that on Trump's policy. She ran Hillary's campaign playbook on Trump's policy. That's all they did, because they don't have any type of originality to them. They don't have any type of originality to them. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I mean, Big Gibbs said it best. Big Gibbs said it best. He said Democrats in the North and Democrats in the South don't see shit the same way. But the Democratic Party don't understand that. They don't understand that. Hey, check this out. This was kind of odd to me. This was just weird. And I wanted to just go ham on it, but I'm gonna let this guy in this video just go ahead and just talk, because he's right. He's right. Oh, because at first I'm sitting there looking at like the nerve of you. Check it out.
I love this so much because this is the exact reason why Trump. I love this so much because this is the exact reason why Trump won the presidency. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, it is liberal narcissism like this, which is why Trump is going to be president again. You are not Katniss Everdeen. You have nothing in common with Katniss Everdeen. If Katniss Everdeen existed, she lives in Gaza. All right, she doesn't live in the United States. She doesn't vote in presidential elections. That's a privilege. American women are the most privileged women in human history. Full stop. American women in the year 2024 are the most privileged women in human history. And you are dressing up like a girl who was raised in a concentration camp because you think you have a relationship to her, but in the reality of the situation is you live in the Capitol, you voted for the person who's continuing the Hunger Games, and you're upset that the other person who's going to continue the Hunger Games won while the Capitol is protected. Like, this is insane.
I mean, he's right. This delusional. Like what I tell y'all. Like, this girl's crazy. Look, where's she at? Ridiculous. Just delusional. Like the mental illness is just on full display. Full Trump derangement syndrome. This is crazy. And they ain't ready to bust a grape in a fruit fight. She probably don't even know how to use a bow and arrow. You want me to replay it, Jeremy? Is that what you're asking? I'll play it one more time.
I love this so much because this is the exact reason why Trump won the presidency. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, it is liberal narcissism like this, which is why Trump is going to be president again. You are not Katniss Everdeen. You have nothing in common with Katniss Everdeen. If Katniss Everdeen existed, she lives in Gaza. All right, she doesn't live in the United States. She doesn't vote in presidential elections. That's a privilege. American women are the most privileged women in human history. Full stop. American women in the year 2024 are the most privileged women in human history. And you are dressing up like a girl who was raised in a concentration camp because you think you have a relationship to her, but in the reality of the situation is you live in the Capitol, you voted for the person who's continuing the Hunger Games, and you're upset that the other person who's going to continue the Hunger Games won while the Capitol is protected. Like, this is insane.
It's here. I think I've reposted it. No, maybe I didn't. Yeah, I reposted on my. I reposted it on my Twitter. And another point the guy made, right? Another point this guy made is what rights, like, ladies, like, let's be real. Let's be real. What rights have you lost? What rights have you lost, ladies? Tell me. Tell me what rights you have lost. You can still be a business owner. You can do any job a man can do if you wanted to. You don't got to walk 5 paces behind your husband. There's no Sharia law here in America. The only thing y'all can cry about is Roe versus Wade, and that ain't even been taken from you. Abortion hasn't even been taken from you. It's just been given back to the states to make the decision instead of the federal government. Your great grandmothers is rolling over in their graves. Like, what the hell is wrong with all of you? My daughter has less rights than I had. No, she doesn't. Even a child support system favors you. You've lost nothing. Nothing. But you let the media and you let the left gaslight you. You lost something. But what did we lose? I don't know, but it was something. Trust me. I would argue to say you got more rights than men got. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. The funny part is that allegedly, I'll say allegedly, even though it's true. Roe versus Wade, the lady, she lied about being raped. She lied about it. The whole damn law was off of false pretense. The whole law off of false pretense. Women have the biggest, most important job in the world. Every man, woman, and child is because of you. So thank you. You're right. Yep. I don't disagree with that. Divorce court would agree with me. Like, this is nonsense. The media tells you one thing and you just run with it. Yeah. That Daniel Tiger syndrome. Grr, I'm mad. Yeah. Grr, I'm mad. Look at this crazy shit. Where's it at? Here you go. Look at this nonsense.
The teacher freak out. The whole cuts.
Teacher cuts student's hair while singing the national anthem. She lost her ever-loving mind because Donnie T won. Her ever-loving mind because Donnie T won.
It's the teacher freak out the whole country is talking about. 52-year-old chemistry teacher Margaret Giesinger sings the national anthem while cutting a student's hair. The student can't believe what's happening.
Next. I'm not done.
That's when Giesinger turns her scissors on a young lady who flees before any hair is cut. Total chaos ensues. The whole class runs for the exit, and the teacher ended up getting arrested for alleged child endangerment. Today, she is still behind bars. I spoke with her husband,
As she
Peter,
should be.
about the bizarre episode. What would possess your wife to do such a thing?
This is beyond, anything I could imagine her doing. Something happened to her stress-wise, and she just must have flipped out.
Students at the high school outside Fresno, California, say the teacher had been acting strangely for several days before the meltdown.
Crazy. Crazy. First off, I don't even know why that kid was sitting there. Second off, my mother would have whooped her ass. I don't know. Kay. It's crazy to me. She's singing the national anthem as she start cutting kids. Clearly, this is some kind of TDS. Like I said, mental illness on full display. Vaccine injuries on full display. What is this? They showed that. In fact, I need to revisit this because I don't think I finished my thought on this. Check this out.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
You gotta allow me to finish my explanation.
When you use the word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls.
I'm going to let you hear that again.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Still, it's like trying to describe yellow to a blind man. This guy's clearly trying to tell you why you lost the election. And then you go and you prove his point. The black man is trying to tell you why you lost the election. And you go and prove his point. He just straight just had a fucking meltdown.
When you use the word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not.
What? YouTube blocking your messages. They, you know what they doing. They doing. But this is crazy.
Not playing girls softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen
for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Sharmichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. No, to be clear, you are not being.
But I am. But it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not. He wants to sit here and abbreviate.
But I want you to. I want to give you an opportunity.
So the way regular people interpret it.
That's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're
case,
using that.
But my point in terms of its effectiveness.
Hold on, just get to.
Like, what are we doing here? I just let him cry. I'd have let his ass cry, and I'd be like, and that's why you lost. That's why you lost. People ain't worried about that bullshit. People not worried about that. Y'all wanna do all this. We're gonna make genderless bathrooms. Like, no, nobody wants that. They just want money in their pocket. They just want money in their pocket. They want to be able to survive. Not to mention, in the South, like he was trying to make his point, in those battleground states, they like, yeah, no, we not with that fucking that trans shit. No. That is a general consensus. He could hit him with that. He could definitely hit him with the Uno reverse. He could hit him with the Uno reverse, like straight up. They're trying to justify men. They're trying to justify men beat the crap out of women in women's sports. Yeah, he's trying to justify men beating women up in combat sports and stuff like that. That's what he wants. And apparently that's what women want. Because women, you're letting this shit happen. You're letting this shit happen. They're more apt to call a trans woman a woman before they call a real woman a woman. You got to identify yourself as, I'm a cisgender woman. Like, what? That's where we're at. And we need to get back to basic American morals. We need to get back to basic American traditional values. This ain't it. This ain't it.
Your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what? This is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues, and they're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were
lying
working
in those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports. First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country. We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if we don't
Did you hear what he said? Back it up.
talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people in the country. We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if we we're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if we don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical
Association.
This is not about the
guys.
Yeah, he about to cry, yo. He was about to cry. He in that bit about to cry. Well, I mean, you want to know why you losing your rights? This is why you losing your rights right here. This dude just legit just said that trans girls are the same as you.
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if we don't believe
trans girls are being allowed to play with people that are in their gender. You see the mental gymnastics? You see the cognitive dissonance? You see the bullet we dodged? I mean, come on. Let's be real. Little girls are not girls. Period. Full stop. Little girls are little boys. You can pretend to be what you want. Like I told y'all before, you want your name to be Tina. You want to change it? What Martin say? You want to change your name from Tank to Tina and wear little tankies? Nobody cares about that. Go ahead, but don't push it on the kids. And don't pretend that you are a natural woman and that you deserve to get the same treatment that a natural woman would get. Don't think every man's a bigot because they don't accept that fact of reality, or your family doesn't accept. They don't. It's fucking weird. You know what, Justine? I hope he don't got kids. I do. I hope he don't got no kids. I really do. His wife probably got like a John and Kate +8 haircut. He got a couple of daughters, all right. This is crazy. This is where the world's gone to, guys. And I asked, like, especially like Christians, you know what I mean? Like, You got these I told y'all last week, my pastor crashed out in church last Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday before. He crashed out over the election. And I'm sitting there like, how? How are you crashing out over this election? You're a Christian pastor that got upset and crashed out because a politician who was for abortions, not only abortions, late term abortions, turning your little boy or a little girl into a little boy or a little boy into a little girl. Against sex changes. That all goes against the church. Same woman that goes, how dare we say Merry Christmas? How dare we say Merry Christmas? That's who you crashing out over. King James. This is who you crashing out over. And you got a lot of people like that. I almost said politics is his religion. That's a bar.
Pause.
Oh, I mean that one. Like, yo, it was crazy. Me and one of my homeboys who does the AV at church, you know, he was like, yo, he wildin'. Like I said, women, you wonder why y'all asses is going extinct right here.
Those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports. First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country. We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me.
You worry about men choosing things for you. You worry about men taking over women's spaces. But you let men take over women's spaces through a loophole. Think about that. Think about that. Yo, we're losing our rights, but y'all giving them away to the fucking faux bitches. You're giving them away to the. I don't get it. That's right. I hear Michael Wilbur. That's right. If you're new, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. But everybody want to be Kamala. Kamala's the greatest. Kamala's the best. She's a new face. No, she's not a new face. No, she was never a new face. And we dodged a whole bullet by not allowing her into the White House. A whole bullet. I'm going to show y'all what I'm really excited for, though, before we get out of here. I'm going to show y'all what I'm really excited for. This is it right here. If Donnie T does this, he does no tax on tips. He does no tax on overtime. If he shores up the immigration issues, this is in the next 2 years, and he starts to reverse inflation and food prices and stuff like that. Those 4 things, right? Just in the next 2 years. He's going to solidify himself as one of the greatest presidents of all time. Check this out. If he does this, though, oh, man, it's on and popping.
7th, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege, and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity. Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line. In addition, seventh, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege, and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity. Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line.
Yeah, I'm constantly doing deep dives on the Bible. Constantly. Especially like late at night. Yo. If he does this, he will single-handedly go down as one of the greatest presidents of all time. Do you understand what national reciprocity for concealed carry users would do? Bruh. I'm tired of carrying all these licenses around so I can make sure that I'm good in all these states. I carry 4 licenses around so I can make sure that I'm good in 42 states. I carry Pennsylvania, I carry Utah, I carry Maryland, and I carry DC. So I can be good in 42 states. Yeah, if he signed national reciprocity, they gotta acknowledge it and honor it. What they gonna do? Can't sit here. Just see, you sound like Seagal. Got a new mission. he's gonna fight crime off from a swivel chair. That'd be hilarious. But this will be a big thing. I'm tired of carrying all these licenses. My Maryland license should be good enough for me to travel anywhere in the United States with my gun. Just like I don't need a bunch of licenses to drive my car. Be honest with you, it should just be constitutional carry in all 50 states. That's what it should be. But shit, if this is what we can get, this is what I want right here. Give me the national reciprocity. I don't got to keep renewing licenses and this and that. The fucking the reciprocity map doesn't change every election cycle. That right there was single-handedly make America great again. Gosh dang it. You know, like that's what we need. We need that type of leadership right there. Somebody who ain't afraid. Somebody who ain't afraid to do what needs to be done for America, for its citizens. Yeah, it's true. It's getting money out of people with them licenses. Not only getting money out of people with the licenses, it's deterring people from getting the license because of all the loops and hoops you gotta jump through to get that license to even buy a handgun in some states. It's a lot, so they hope to use it as a deterrent. Now you need to get rid of NFA. And this girl right here, she was spitting. Check this out.
Trump ain't even in the White House yet. The stock market is shot up. Interest rates dropped. Hamas, like, we trying to make peace in the Middle East. Putin and Zelensky, like, what's up, Trump? We on board. We ready to end this. You know we linked up a couple months ago, but let's make it happen now. I mean, what more can you ask for? That's a leader. People respect him all around the world. You ain't gotta like him, but you definitely should respect him. See, it's kind of like your mother. You know how y'all grew up? I don't like my mama telling me what to do, talking to me crazy. Okay, and that's because that person want the best for you and they want you to take shit seriously. A lot of y'all be want somebody to patronize you and treat you like a child. Y'all are grown. Grow up. This is a country and it needs to be ran by people that other people respect. These world leaders need somebody they can respect, not somebody that can bully them or somebody that's just going to let anything happen. We're going to have safer borders, a better economy. We don't have to worry about our daughters going in the bathroom with men. We don't have to worry about men competing in sports. He is trying to protect the integrity of this country. And if you think that all of the things that I just mentioned is okay, something is wrong with you. And you need to take that little Medicare, Medicaid, that free voucher you get, and go get your ass some help.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. Propagandist media is the one that don't respect Trump and have made people believe the whole world dislikes Trump. Yeah. Yeah. I have a white, what? You got a white boyfriend? Pause. Really good friend of mine. He has multiple straps and registered, but every time is a shooting in the neighborhood, police is running up in his house. Not cool. That's crazy. Word. They run up in the law-abiding citizen's house because they heard gunshots go off, and because they know he got guns. That's crazy. That is crazy, bruh. That's wild. That's wild. Tell you. Anyway, guys, I'm exhausted. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome. Anyway, until next time, guys, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.
Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.